Welcome back, you guys, or more should I say, like, welcome back to myself. I understand that I've been gone for a couple weeks. I'm sorry for the hiatus, but I have more videos. We got more content built up. More videos are going to be on the way soon, so stay tuned. So for this week's meal prep is going to be stuffed chicken breast, stuffed with spinach and provolone. So it's a real quick, real simple, easy meal prep, and I'm going to show you how it's done. Step 1, make sure that you wash off your chicken breast. Step 2, make sure your hands are clean. You don't want any salmonella. Step 3, put the chicken breast in a plastic bag. Chicken breasts, when they come like this, they're really thick. You want to make sure that you beat them out a little bit, make them as tender as possible. Fourth step is make sure that you cut off the fat on the chicken breast. A lot of times like this, it'll be easier for me to cut it off. It might be a little thin piece, but when it's like how I just did that first piece right there, how it's really thick, and there's another piece of meat, I just cut it off, eliminate it completely. Chicken breasts are really lean. There's a little bit of fat, but it's really easy. Just make sure you go ahead and cut that off. When you're making the spinach, with baby spinach or organic baby spinach that I used, you want to make sure that you want to mince it down a little bit. So heat up a pan with some olive oil and some minced garlic. Put the spinach in there and cook it for about 2 minutes. Spinach after that, spinach, I put a lot in there and it wilters down very, very little. So you're gonna need a whole box of spinach. I end up needing 2 boxes because I did do this for a bulk order. But you're gonna put the spinach in the pan. It cooks for maybe about like 1 to 2 minutes. As you can see, as the time goes on, and then after that, you're good. Now when you're ready for action, you want to make sure that you butterfly after you butterfly your chicken breasts and now they're ready to go. You want to go ahead and add the ingredients into it. So I start with 1/2. I put some provolone cheese on there. Then after that, I will go ahead and add some spinach on that side. And then for the other side, I just do it in reverse order. So I put some spinach on the other side, and then after that part, put the provolone cheese on the other side, and then I go ahead and sandwich them together. The reason I do it like that is because then after that, you get a nice even melt with the cheese. It's not all like stacked together if I did it the other way. After that, then you want to go ahead and put some toothpicks, maybe 2 to 3 toothpicks through there for stability, so that way the chicken breast does not fall apart while it's in the oven. When you're piercing the chicken breast with the toothpicks, you want to make sure that you probably go about halfway. I made a mistake in this video, but it'll still cook through and everything. You'll still be able to pull it out after. You'll just have just to put a little bit more force when you're pulling out if you pierced it all the way through. This step right here is optional. I topped it with some Panko breadcrumbs. This is an idea that my mom had. I know my mom does it like this, and I think it's really delicious, so I did that as well. Sprinkle some on top, then I lay a little bit on the bottom, and I just, dab the bottom half of the chicken breast with the breadcrumbs. So what you're seeing right here is just some B-roll footage of me doing the rest of the chicken breast. The ones that I did without a glove were for myself. The ones that I do have some gloves on was for the bulk orders. I do meal prep for some other people at a time. Started doing that recently. I love it. A lot of people love, like what I come up with. They like my cooking, and people want to eat healthy dieting. People just don't have the time to do it, so that's where I become the middleman for it. So I've been meal prepping for people, so I wear some gloves and do what it do. So what one started off being as just meal prepping for myself, and I could be done with this in probably about an hour and a half, took me working 6 hours overnight trying to get these other people done. It's all good. I'm a firm believer in the thing that if you love something, you'll never work a day in your life. After that, once the chicken breasts are ready, you want to make sure, another optional step is that I sprinkled it with a little bit of paprika, and you put them in the oven for about 30 minutes. And then I take them out at 15-minute intervals because I put some aluminum foil on the top, and I just turn them around and put them back in for the last 15. What you can serve it with, I like to serve them with red potatoes. I bake my red potatoes. If you guys seen in my other videos, you know how I like to serve it up. And bada boom, bada beam. This is what the chicken breasts are gonna look like once they're done. If you guys enjoy this video, please make sure you go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. If you aren't already subscribed to the channel, I ask that you do. Also, drop a comment, leave some feedback, and I'll be back with more. Peace.